Morning, OD. Good afternoon. Appreciate you all being here today. We have an announcement from the committee on a new proposal for next season. Without further ado, we're going to dive right into that. So, our proposal is for an additional competition within season 6 of Boomtown Online Dynasty. This competition will be a Ryder Cup style event featuring two teams, which will be drafted prior to our upcoming season. This event will be drafted like a typical Ryder Cup style. There will be two coaches who will be selected based on the national championship winners this season, and we'll pick in a snake draft style format. The winner of the football playoff this season will decide whether to go first or second in this snake draft style format. This event will include 3 different rounds: overall point differential, best ball, and a head-to-head matchup round. We will also be grouping people in 2 pods, which will be determined based off of non-conference opponents and draft order. For the format,
I'll take over here. So here's the format. As the commissioner said, the captains will draft their teams respectively. The goal of this is to only add 2 non-conference games. There will have to be some exceptions to that. Odds will be based, A, to prioritize non-conference matchups for scheduling purposes, B, based on draft order to make sure that we're getting the best for the best. Within that pod, there will be 4 teams. Each person in the pod will play the other four people, 2 from each team. Each player will play the 2 other people on the other team in the individual. But the format of this, there'll be 3 rounds that Bradley mentioned. The first round will be in week 0. Second round, we will try to do all games in like week 3. And then the head-to-head matchups will be scattered throughout the conference.
Thank you, Mr. Hand. So I'm going to start by talking about the first event. This will be a total score round. And the key thing to know for this round is it's all about scoring points. For example, let's take a look at the first pod here. As you see, white team in pod 1 scores 63 points in game 1 and wins their matchup 63-41. White team in the second grouping only scores 18 and loses their matchup 18-26. However, when you add up those points, that comes out to 81 points for the white team and 68 points for the black team, therefore giving white team a 1-point advantage. A win is worth 1 point, and a tie is worth half a point each.
Hey everyone, 3-time national champion, Coach Kelly here. I'm going to explain the best ball format. If you could please point your attention to the slide. This one's a little bit more complicated. So within your pod, you and your teammate are going to play the 2 players in the other. The goal is to get the best score in each quarter, and then the best scores will go against the other team's best scores. So if you see the graphic, the white team scored for one player scored 7, and the other guy scored 0. So in the total score, you put 7 points there because you took the top number. And then in the second quarter, the white team scored 3 and 10. So you take the higher number there, which is 10. Third quarter, 10 and 14. So you take the higher number, 14. The last quarter is 21. So you take the highest number there. And then the highest total score at the end is the.
And again, tie is worth half a point as well in this.
And then this one's pretty straightforward. It's head-to-heads. At the beginning of the season, your head-to-head matchup for the purposes of the Ryder Cup will be identified. We'll try to make those conference games. Each win is worth 1. Each loss is worth 0. Those points are all combined and then put into the final score, which we'll describe on. And then final scoring. As you can see, round 1. So in this scenario, Team A, 3 pods won, 1 pod tied. Team B, 1 pod won, 1 pod tie. So there's your 3.5 to 1.5. Continue down for best ball and the total head-to-heads. And then here's your total score is the sum of those 3 rounds. In the event of a tie, the tiebreaker will be winner of the college football playoff for season 6. Whichever team they are on, that team wins the Ryder Cup Challenge.
Thank you, Han. We will leave it to the group to come up with a collective either championship win trophy for the winner or punishment for the loser.
Some other options include a $20 per head winning if you're able to win it. Potentially look at home field advantage for the winning team the following season. And then another option is to winning team does not have to stream against the losing team.
We will leave it to you all to come up with whatever you can come up with. Get creative, use your imagination. If there are any questions, we would ask you please direct them into the chat as soon as you possibly can, and the committee will get to those as soon as possible. With that being said, we appreciate your time, we appreciate your effort, and we appreciate everyone's energy. Everyone have an OD day.